clerk means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me to extend an invitation to you as well. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
And I shan't resist. Interested in my wares?
You would gather materials here, Master.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see. Can't bring myself to do much.
So, this Ambrosius fellow possesses knowledge of the Godsway. Then we had best seek him out. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Surprise. Well done, Master.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now or press on a while longer.
You have my protection.
Master, watch out!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I trust all's well, sir.
Could you come over here? Here at last.
Who are you? No, never mind. It isn't important. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. Here already, are we?
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Methinks I know where that individual is to be found. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
Structure in the waters is most I'm convinced there's altered its base, and it could be that whatever's down there is the source of all these blue shards washing up.
This way, if you please. It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the dragon's design? So long as ye retain your will, you'll find you're bound to it, and it to ye. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive force. Though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye. Now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the dragon. It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an arisen. And should that arisen fall, another shall rise in their place. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled, for that is what the will of this world has ordained. I am the husk of he who was once arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, though I am not sure I believe it, after all. Now that ye have been marked as arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. The Godsway, forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go. But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell, and safe travels.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Where are we off to next? Shall we go and speak with this Oracle Master? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
The sun's light has grown dim.
We shall have to rely on our other senses, as the darkness robs us of our sight.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. I simply do. The life force of the Arisen is wreathed in a warmth all its own. 'Tis most distinctive, and I am able to perceive it. Such is how I came to know of your arrival in this world, Arisen. Wherever you go, I can find you. 'Tis a most useful ability, as I'm sure you will agree. Of course, it's ill-suited the Queen Regent and her plots. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth. A warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv Village, if you would learn from him.
If he who was dragon-forged is to be found in Harv Village, mayhap we ought to go there and find him.
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best spend the night. We can talk again come the morn. Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh?
I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? Aye, I'm quite sure I mentioned it. But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death, as he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above. Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground. Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. It can be a blessing to forget, and to be forgotten. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. I remember everything. Every little detail. Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie it is not. I speak only the truth, as you well know. Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales aplenty to share.
Heavens fend. I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. I should have liked to investigate, if the place hadn't been crawling with monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms than these afore I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander. I only pray naught grave shall come of it.
The timing of yon structure's appearance is most curious, as though it awaited our coming.
Curiously, it does not seem to be of mortal make.
Mayhap 'twould behoove us to investigate Stormwind Cave. It appears aught has occurred therein.
I have no answer to give.
Welcome to browse my wares. Can I interest you in a room, sir?
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I return safe and sound, and I dare say, wiser for my travels. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Come look in on us from time to time, eh? It should go without saying, but...
Might I interest you in my humble ware? Much obliged, sir. Stomach's complaining.
I'm ill at ease here.
These... Well met, sir. How might I be of... service. Always a pleasure.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
I ill like it here.
Alas!
All I say is true.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood.
We are under attack! Well done. I can save now and will overhaul our those outside magic!
Over here! Wise of you to bring me along, Master. My sorcerer skills are just what we need here. Shall I assist?
Then I shall remain by your side.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up. But we are less fleet of foot. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. Nicely done.
Glad to be of service. Naught like a curative to fill one with vim. Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Follow me if you would. I know the path best traveled.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We cannot break it from this side.
As you say.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
So, another comes seeking to inter me. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim the true world as mine own. Why do you not draw your blade? This battle shall be o'er afore it has even begun. You seek not my death. Then you are not of the Watching One. I am Rothas, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. God's way. Speak you of those trinkets conjured by the wizards of Batal. E'en from these depths I have beheld the Batali scuttling about, gathering their fragments. 'Tis a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like your own. Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, the soul fragment, yet power endures. And 'twould seem the Batali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Though to what nefarious end, I know not. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope to fell the dragon, let alone the Watching One. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. A will that urges you towards fulfillment of some great feat. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Refined in purest dragon blood. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Batali's profane magics would be capable of drawing forth its latent potency. If that is what you seek, Arisen, then go on to their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Undead!
Flame is its weakness!
I see no way to use this. We must be missing something.
We've an idea of what to see. The only question is where it might be found.
As a matter of fact, do you recall when I was a fighter? Fervently defending you with sword and shield. Things are much simpler as a warrior. I need but forge on, weapon raised. A well-made thing, that. Perhaps we could make use of it.
Twould be a welcome addition to our armory. Was most effective. These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And? I've no objections.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
My humblest thanks for restoring me, Arisen.
Now we can resume our grand adventure.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
That was superb, Arisen.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder, what lies at its bottom?
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
Few are privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
Do the people not question its existence? I should like to know more about its activities if 'twere me.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
We shall remain here.
I've no need to preen. Let my fur lie how it may.
Have a care. This research is at a delicate stage.
No, this is all wrong. What use of pitiful fragments such as these? What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phasus insists we shall succeed, and yet... Ah, a new hand, are you? Have you some business with me? Why? 'Tis an orisons. This is incredible. I've never seen such a luster. But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. 'Tis of no consequence. All that matters is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior godsway, the finest of all created to date. I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasus even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the worm's life crystals to restore it. Confound it all! Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you even understand what you are offering? Worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes. But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand. Lord Phasus is satisfied with the God's way as 'tis, you see. And as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little aid from me. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Feel free to take what you require from the laboratory. Now, as I've said, worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes and their ilk. Seek one out and fell it, if 'tis within your power. All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving two of my problems, then.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out,
we could be shut down.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
I am well enough, thank you.
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape.
Sir, are you the Arisen? Aye? Then you must have been to the Argamon ruins. I heard a rumor that a Medusa was seen there. Is it true? Because if so, that means 'tis no mere creature of legend, but a monster as real as any other. Know you the legend of the hero Danaus? Well, one version of the tale claims the hero's foe was a Medusa. The legend is inscribed here. You must take it and read it for yourself, sir, seeing as you've witnessed a genuine article.
This experiment to succeed at all costs.
To think that the Medusa was more than a creature out of legend.
Have a care. This...
Now I've lost the thread of my thought. Why is Vermund funding our research? What do they have to gain from it?
I don't know. Truth be told, I've ne'er asked. But I heard a rumor that 'tis all part of a plot to put the prince, though I suppose he's the regent-kin o'er there, on the throne.
What? Where did he hear that rubbish? How's what we're doing here bear any relation to a scheme like that?
'Tis only what I heard, but you're quite right. It doesn't make much sense. I suppose 'tis a rumor best ignored, after all.
I do wonder what the director's plotting, but... frankly, as long as Batal is left out of it, I don't rightly care what he gets up to. Though the excavation at Moonglint Tower was a success, much remains a mystery. If only we could find a way to open that door.
Off to market I go. Mayhap I'll come here when I've a date test.
Good to see.
What brings you here?
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Methinks I've earned a rest.
Oh, could use a rest.
Seems my feet
always leave me here.
But I've much to do yet. I might make it look easy, but only from experience.
I've got to focus.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I have a task that requires someone of your skill and discretion. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again. Yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
Someone will buy alt. My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
I'm in fine.
Same as the one afore it.
Well met.
I'm no cool, come on.
I've got to focus. Shift on each other.
Interested in my wares?
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear?
If e'er you stumble across some interesting materials, don't be stingy. Bring 'em here and I'll try my hand. If you need something, just say the word.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught. My services don't come cheap. Mind. Come again when you've more coin to spend.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you... dare try to... take anything without paying. For it first. Many thanks.
Go on, have a look.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying. But don't you...
Always a pleasure.
Looking for aught in particular?
Always another errand to see to.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft the...
That's enough toil for one day, methinks.
Lost track of time. This place
if you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
I am proud to carry out my duty. Oh, thank you, Sir Arisen. Truly. I owe my very future to Empress Nadinia.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
Such musings serve us little.
The discord twixt pawns and my people must end.
This place ne'er fails to calm my spirit.
Might I ask what brought you here?
Rage and grief do naught but taint the heart.
May the sea and all find no nourishment in it. The pursuit of resolute is an endless journey. The heavens will surely heed our earnest prayers.
Suppose I'd better get to work.
This bodes ill.
I feel it in my bones.
I must earn the people's faith. Might as well hang about.
At once, Master.
good a place as any.
Good. Can't let myself get distracted.
This job
At least I had for some decent sleep.
bloody early.
Well met.
Me? Myself. Now, this hardly bears saying, but... Don't you dare... try to take it. Anything without paying for it for... Always a pleasure.
I trust we...
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't... You dare try... Many thanks.
Interested in my wares?
My fur stands on end.
There's no easy thing. Making a living.
Slim pickings of late.
Tomorrow will be no different.
What?
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. Can't let you on till you've paid.
Looking for ords in particular.
Time to be heading.
Demanding
For someone else. The chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I believe we would be remiss not to make use of this.
I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. Allow me. treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Tis a glad thing you rested when you did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vin go to waste.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Arisen, aren't you forgetting something?
That gave me a fright. I see you've been drenched. Fly off as soon as you can.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I shan't let them harm you.
Our link have the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magics. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
And I take the rest. Hold it! Get back here! Get back here!
Well fought, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
A resounding success.
Get back here! Hold it!
One of us has been ready. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy. Not what I expected.
You'll not live to regret this.
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
No sense burning there.
Focus. A moment of indecision will spell our doom. How are we meant to attack it without Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! The enemy slows. Perhaps we have tired them out.
Ha! They don't stand a chance against us now.
A focused attack will end this foe. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? Lo! A hobgoblin! Feast your eyes on this!
Battle is to be avoided, I think, Arisen.
It's a glad thing we took upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
This looks like trouble.
I cannot take another moment of this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
This ox cart's bound for can't set off till I've had my due.
Poison is a nasty.
starving, I am.
Gotta crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off. Interested in my wares?
Over here, if you please.
It was a poultry repast. Well met, sir. Need a room for the night?
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I've got a good feeling about this one. If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
your chest like Chimera! Ahead!
I shall see it done.
Well done. The Arisen has been put to sleep!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. I shan't allow any who harm the Arisen to go free. Ah, now there's a bow I'd have a spell if I may. It's one of the hardest marked by my own master. Could I trouble you to assist me?
Justice!
Now I can report a successful hunt.
Splendid.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
'Tis clear to me that my fate is to aid you. Ah, but which dragon do you seek? The dragon that stole your heart shall appear before you when the time is come. If instead you seek the so-called lesser dragon, you would do well to pay a visit to Dragon's Breath Tower. When you find your quarry, mayhap this time you will bring it low. If 'tis yet another dragon you seek, then perhaps you ought to search for it yourself. Your feet will guide you no less ably than any revelation on my part.
Is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at...
You're here. You must come see. Look there. New buds. The arbor heart is recovered. And as she and I are as one, I feel renewed myself. You saved her. I will never forget this debt of gratitude as long as I live. The arbor heart seems gladdened to have new life in her boughs. It is joyous to behold. Fortunate I am that we crossed paths. Perhaps we can journey outside the arbor together again someday. Stay. Let us talk. All is well, thanks to you. Perhaps we can journey outside the arbor together again someday.
Ayolot, ronde milita.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
have you any new tidings to share? I need your aid. Will you help me? I thank you.
Isilrod Fanan.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
Can that really be true? I don't like the sound of it at all.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
An ogre! Stand ready!
Careful now. Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
I'll say this, if you would.
Attack now, while the ogre's attention is fixed on its favorite prey.
One of us has been doused in slime!
This brute has quite the temper.
I do not use their rings to our advantage.
I have the same smell that will overwhelm our foes about 5 magic.
one we surpassed with skill.
The tide of battle was in our favor. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how... we might reach it? There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
This is somewhat of a disappointment.
Haven't had many customers with decent quality.
Such quietude is a blessing. When does my watch
market,
end?
methinks.
I've clean forgotten.
I thank you. I thank you. You deserve a reward.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Peril on the roads puts a strain.
I've been here so very long. Will someone do aught about this?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. Why, what splendid work this is! Let us give a round of applause for young Fulvio, who breathed life into this block of stone, and for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
That sculpture was rather impressive, wasn't it? 'Twas well worth rendering our aid, methinks.
A resounding success!
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned all? 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Patali researcher to achieve her purpose, which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermont needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you, does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought. Yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my gratitude for this. I now know what 'tis I must do.
Wonder if there's any...
See this piece protected.
Not import ever happened. Don't look to me to solve this.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry. Tis our duty to see this piece protected.
Something smells divine.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Myself drawn to quiet.
Some call it culture. I call it
I get
dull.
along with everyone. Well, just about.
Eerie eyes all round. We've
Sometimes
a
I
long
wonder
night
if
ahead.
I'd be better off.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Best make haste, else I'll be out.
From me to bear what young shepherds can't. From me to bear what young shepherds can't.
A place to soothe the spirit. The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood. This is one step too far.
I get along with everyone. Always sets me to think of how everyone else thinks.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
sights might there be to find in town today?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I near tire of our talks. I know. I ought to keep a clear head. I was so hoping you would visit.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
I long for the times when I was always on my feet.
Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance?
Always a pleasure.
Looks as long as you please. Another day, another adventure.
Same as the one afore.
Are you? No, I must be mistaken.
Bigger the crowd, less eyes on.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Wonderful.
Welcome.
Very well, I hope.
As a matter of fact,
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
I have my fill of this business.
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend. Might I beg a favor of you? You have my gratitude.
Oh, the force goes awry.
shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Very well, I hope.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermin. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate, and bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it.
You have your orders. Read them, and follow them to the letter.
We must fly to the aid of those in need. It is all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Master, do bear in mind that a fairy stone can shorten a long day's journey into a single instant.
Right you are.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Careful now. Focus your strength, Arisen.
Have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
I am well aware of this. It is a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
There are useful...
Being by your side is an honor and a joy.
Nice. Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
It was not what I expected.
Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
I can't wait to find out what's inside. Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Pray, follow me. This way, Master.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
I'll lead the way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? Do you mean to leave us here?
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
I'm not taking that. That's it!
met your match! Ha! You've met your match!
Seems this is where my luck runs out.
Really now, what are you doing?
'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
No quarrel.
Master, watch out!
A well-aimed strike, right where it comes.
Gamerworf, you can count upon me to return the favor.
Still in one piece? That's something. Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
I will finish this, here and now.
Very well. I shall return.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Tremendous work!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. The same foe again?
You have my gratitude. Pray, take this with my gratitude.
feast your eyes on this! I'll incant the same spell and will overwhelm our foe without blood.
'Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pray, follow me.
How dare you! Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I knew it to be so.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now or press on a while longer.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for them.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling?
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll lighten...
Arisen! Have you been harmed?
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Was most effective.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern? Now 2 parties ask our aid. But which is the more deserving?
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
You'll not live to regret this!
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master, whatever you decide. Let me know if you require a guide for that quest. I have useful knowledge to impart from my travels beyond the rift.
Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet right.
A resounding success!
to your attacks.
I shall lead the charge!
Of course. Not long now. Keep up the attack. This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis young. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
There is only one acceptable outcome. Complete and utter success.
Choppers, Master!
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Master? Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wager that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Hoy there. You seem to have fared still. So speaking of, I'll be glad to oblige you.
I could do this all day!
I suppose that's how it goes. Time to get to work.
There, Master! Saurian!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
Not bad.
Glad to be of service.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Look here, a path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
Our task is complete. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Well met.
How might I be of assistance?
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast. I'm in no hurry to face one again.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come,